How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Darren.Entertainment here, bringing you guys a second episode of my live stream of Midnight Suns. Now, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and a fantastic week, or whenever you guys are watching this video, or if you're watching this live in the chat with me. I want to appreciate you all for being here and for enjoying my playthrough of Midnight Suns. I know I'm a little bit late to the party of playing this game, but I've been procrastinating this game for quite a while, and then I love superhero games. I really enjoyed my time with uh, with the Avengers. Absolutely love the Spider-Man series, and I can't wait for that game to be released on this upcoming year. And I believe it's in October. I'll be doing a playthrough through that. I'm really excited for that as well, and I've also really enjoyed my time with this game as I was playing this yesterday. I have played this game in the past, but I really wasn't like feeling it at the time. But now I'm feeling motivated to get through this game and have a good time. And I hope you guys all will have the fun as I'm going through this entire journey with you guys. Now, with that being said, I'd like to go through this through the disclaimer real quick that it's a little bit too loud here. We'll turn this down a bit. But before we go into this video, I want to also go through the process that I'm not a strong player of this game. I'm very frequently new to strategy games. And this will be my second strategy game I'll be playing. So if I do end up making a mistake, I do sincerely apologize. As I'm going to be learning through this game, I'm learning to look through and learn as I go through and play along. And you guys can also help me in the live chat by also providing me tips, and I'll happily join you guys through this journey as well. Now we're looking at probably playing this game for about a couple of hours. We're looking at maybe maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. We'll see how this video will go. And I'm looking to play for a couple missions. So this will be kind of fun. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get back straight into the story. So when we last started off, we ended up meeting Lilith, who was and we also know that my character that's created here, he is the son of Lilith, who was the daughter of the sanctuary. Sorry, I don't want to hear this right now. So I was doing a little bit of a backtrack. So no. Going back to yesterday when I live streamed this video, I completely forgot that Lilith was in this game. Now, for those of you who are diehard Diablo fans, if you guys know, if you ever played Diablo 4, she was one of the main characters before the first season began, and honestly, her character was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what she has in store for us in this live stream here. But this will be a really fun experience to try to take down Lilith a second time, and this will be I honestly, some of my friends who may watch this video, they may think, oh, you're crazy, you completely forgot about this. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I have a really bad memory. I've tried remembering things sometimes, especially when I play games if I haven't touched it for a little while. But yeah, okay, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear me chat too much. I just want to see some more gameplay. So we're just gonna carry on. But I feel like from the last video, she is another kind of character. She's very sus to me, and like in terms of, I think she's like really evil in my opinion, because the way how she talks, the way how she plays out in the story.
And it would have been far worse had Spider-Man not arrived when he did.
No
Indeed.
kidding. Caretaker would have been pissed if Venom had actually eaten a hunter.
Yes, one disaster averted. But we still need to figure out how to get Wanda and the Sanctum back.
Okay. So let's take a look at the map here. So this is the map of our headquarters, I guess you can probably say. Looks like the game wants to chat with Iron Man. And we also have a chest that we need to unlock. And I think I remember where that was. It's over here somewhere. Yes, this was the chest, but we need an arcane key to open it. What is this? Okay. Looks like we collected some artwork over there, but let's go see what Mr. Stark has for us.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
I feel like this will trigger him to break the friendship, so we're gonna go. I'm thinking is one of these two. I'm pretty sure there's no right or wrong answer, but it all depends what you pick for the story.
Your support is appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic poly... You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Start to life. Set to rain.
Thanks for the gift, Tony.
I think you'll like it. It's a limited edition.
A limited edition what?
Oh, you'll see. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
I gotta admit, this Tony Stark seems like literally his comedy reminds me of the real one. Like Robert Downey Jr.'s comedy. It's actually very, very, very funny.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Typical Mr. Stark. Okay, pretty cool. Oops. Currently I have no messages, but I got a couple of those magazines, or sorry, not comic books. Pardon me.
We were all so happy then.
Indeed. A journal page. I'll read that at my own time.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
What else is over here? Interact.
There's
Okay.
never enough room for my armor in this thing.
Okay, so we get to pick, Ooh, that looks cool, not gonna lie. And I only have 150 coins. I think I'll save this for later. But just in case. Do I have to customize right now? I guess I can't exit. Okay, looks like I have to. Alright, oh well. Here it is. I really like this outfit for some reason. Are we gonna go out? Can we go out? Nope, looks like we have to go to sleep. Time to go to bed.
They're everywhere! We must go back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Child.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I am sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Okay.
Restless all night. I should have known something was wrong.
Looks like we had a dog.
Talk more later, but for now,
We can pet.
Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Alright, looks like we have to go see Mr. Stark.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on.
Still think I could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I must say, it does look really cool. Check it out. Doctor Strange's cape. What's this? Okay, cool. What's this? 7 skill essence. Alright, where can I believe these are, what, skill points or something? I guess we don't have any. I guess we have to look for more stuff, right? As we we don't have one. Okay. I believe these are also important as well, so I think we have to probably go continue to look for them. Okay.
Ah, I see.
Oh, looks like I have to go back to Tony and Doctor Strange.
Ah, Hunter. Word?
Sounds good.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? So for Tony... Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Physically, I'm fine. However, I do feel some...
grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me. Particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event, I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
The creature on the roof. You have run into it before.
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
My mother has a gift for bringing out the worst in people.
Yes, and in this case, I happen to be the direct victim of her ambition. I fear the Sanctum may never be the same.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
And no one has ever broken the spell? Ever?
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the wards could be broken. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the more cunning enemies we've ever faced.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
I feel like everyone is avoiding mention of Agatha.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm afraid it's really not my place. You should speak to Sarah about her when you're ready.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral?
Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
You seem well-adjusted enough, considering.
Exactly, which means there's hope for you yet. I find these apocalypse scenarios will save you tons of therapy.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
I love Tony Stark.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Cool.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
I am sure there are worse places to be.
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really, really tired people. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy we have a place free from Lilith's influence. While it lasts.
What sort of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
A lot of dialogue, I must say.
Okay. So, why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Okay. So it turns out that there's a lot of dialogue. So I guess we're gonna have to try to go through it all. It's very important.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change?
I like what you're thinking,
how's
Stark.
the whole saving the world thing going? Take a look. How does this look?
New abilities, okay. Quick. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure Charlie left the steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
I think I already have both of these. I already own 2 of each. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go with this.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Alright. Looks like we're done here. This is gonna be a long, long game. Oh, look at that. More. I don't know. Guess we'll have to seek that later, and then we'll find out.
Why, hello, Hunter.
I'll meet Blade in a second. I just need to look around. Okay, you know what?
Welcome to the yard.
Let's just do it.
At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
None.
All right then.
Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of dialogue to go through that.
Hunter.
Let's upgrade my abilities.
Time's wasted, Hunter.
Alright. Here we go.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here. Peace.
Captain Marvel.
Hey, hey, Hunter. Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got big... well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time, Captain.
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for good. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Yeah, I guess creating friendships in this game is actually very important. Does like every section have one of these? Nah, that's too much time. I'll probably do that in my spare time if I can. Try to collect as much items as I can. Alright, here we go.
Hey.
Guess I have to go through the dialogue.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally.
I feel like with every different character that will be interacting in this game, their personalities might be different.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say gamma?
Yes,
Sorry. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, so as I was saying, I feel like with the looking at or hearing from Blade's personality and comparing it with Tony Stark and then Doctor Strange and now Captain Marvel, I feel like each individual character has their own type of personality, and depending what they like in order for the morale to grow. So it looks like I have to keep an eye out for what they're gonna what they talk about and stuff.
Yo, it's good to see you.
All right, here we go.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a Central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
I must say, the developers who created this game has done a really good job.
Explain exactly how far out I was in terms of this space-time.
Is there another dialogue I missed here? Looks like I have to talk to Blade. Okay. I have to finish the dialogue. Okay. It's a must.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes.
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Alright, now to the mission, finally.
As long as we're going to be working in the streets of New York, Blade is among your best advisors. His knowledge of the city's underbelly is unrivaled. It was just recently that the Hudson Yards...
I'm guessing combo cards. Okay, I got it.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouses are pretty normal.
Alright, team. Let's roll out.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching.
Sorry, lady, you're just talking way too much. Here we go. Looks like we're still in New York.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Let the mission begin. Alright,
I've always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Alright, let's try to think about this rationally here. Let's try a knockback, actually. That can lead him to death. If I move. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a chain attack first to begin.
Even the best get better. Don't blink.
Ooh. We took a lot of damage for that one.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Okay, now that I got that sorted.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
We got a card refund. Okay, that's good.
At least monsters are wild and unpredictable. These Rent-A-Mercs have no gumption.
Alright, let's end the turn here and see what happens.
That's not supposed to hurt.
I probably could have finished them off probably in one turn, maybe.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
Okay, now we have 4 enemies to deal with. Okay. Tactics mode allowed you to quickly assess the entire battlefield and the condition of the enemy units. Activate tactics by pressing L2.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Let's see. If I use a knot to the let's put him to his death? Let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. If I can move Captain Marvel right here. Oh, no, let's move her right there. Let's use her to knock back. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Which card does the most damage? Okay. That makes sense.
Here it comes. It's weird that gives people like us a bad reputation.
Yeah, we're out of plays right now. Alright.
Lucky shot.
Alright.
It's possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves. How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys. That was something.
Time's up for these chumps.
Yeah, we'll finish him. We'll just finish him right here.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
Now, quickly! Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her.
I guess we gave her a power up. Okay, retrieve the mysterious artifact from the truck. Break the Hydra shield guard's protection to access the truck. Okay.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead.
Alright, that's the focus.
And
Got
the
it.
mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Alright, where to begin? Very nice.
Even for Hydra.
Seriously? Alright.
Ready up.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
I'm on it.
What if I... Next turn, we'll... Oh boy. Nice.
Something's wrong.
Alright.
Good.
Time to step up.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. You must learn that I... Welcome assistance.
Now it's time to put some action to work.
Punch through a moon now? I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
Hostile unit on the move. Hydra, Immortalis!
This is getting much more difficult, I see.
Want me out of the picture.
Payback's gonna be fun.
More reinforcements?
We won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Okay, looks like we got the artifact.
One less thing to worry about.
Now,
16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
we'll take care of the big guy first, actually.
I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you.
Oh yeah, he'll be done.
Here we go.
That's
one hell of a move.
That was an awesome death, actually, for this guy. All right, bring on the people. Let's see what they got. Oof. Hunter could be dead right here. I could be. Oh man. probably heal my character. Oh dear. Oh man.
Got a friend in need.
Alright.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Oh wow. Here we go. I can revive myself. Awesome.
Will not fall again.
But the question is, do I... Well, he's gonna die if I don't. It's gonna harm us even more. Actually, Captain Marvel. Wait.
Tracking movement.
This one right here. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Let's go. Okay.
What the desertion rate is.
2 down. Few to go.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Can I skip this? Oh great.
One of ours is down.
Oh wait.
Are they stronger than they look at
I
least?
got this. I got this.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
I wonder if I can... If this is used as a trap.
I am impressed. Your time has come. Was that truly your best?
I don't have the heroism anyway for this card. Does that give us a heroism points? Perfect. Let's finish him off. Awesome. That was a bit difficult than I thought.
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Yeah, that battle was not a good one because I ended up letting Blade die on that last one. That wasn't supposed to happen. But I think for next time I'll keep up on my guard and make sure all my people are alive.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Okay.
Come on, Hunter, I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me. Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Okay, looks like we're hanging out with Nico.
So Dr. Faustus tried to drop a warehouse on you? Ugh, that guy is so lame. Talk about a prototypical follower. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again? So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the six of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about you.
Go.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of, and not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
Who else do I need to speak to? Okay, so it's just Caretaker. We need to figure out a way to get the keys. Guess this will all depend. But man, there's a lot of dialogue
These grounds
though.
haven't changed in hundreds of years, and yet they always seem different to my tired eyes.
There's a lot of dialogue. I believe these essence are very important. I will collect just in case. But are there any upgrades I need to make before I continue on? This is okay, must be over here. I guess not. common gift, which is a vase. Okay. I'll look at that later. Alright, let's go see what Caretaker wants.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
Agatha's power. How could she be gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
I'm starting to get really odd vibes from Caretaker. Really odd vibes. Let's carry on with the story. What's this? What? No way. In the flesh?
Agatha.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen? Ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Looks like we're heading into another chapter.
Is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Whoa, that was wicked.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea.
They cannot possibly match your strength. were too weak for this fight. Now that was something. Falling apart.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I am impressed. Leave some for the rest of us.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Well, that was a big mistake of allowing the dog to die.
This looks like a
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
goddess of order approves. The goddess must be busy.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
A lot of things have been going on. Crazy.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter. Do your thing.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Okay. Let's talk to Doctor Strange afterwards.
Let's see what you've done here. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, you're welcome.
Alright, finally, some new abilities. This is what we definitely need. Seriously? Okay, cool. Awesome. Select one. I'll take this ability for sure, because I already own the rest of them.
Farewell.
Okay, so let's go in. Yeah, that. This is what's gonna be needed. So it hasn't changed. Oh, it's a dark heel. Okay. Alright. Alright, Strange.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. Found another artifact, Hunter? By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. Fascinating. This artifact is mundane in every conceivable way.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can only be achieved by examining the physical documents themselves.
Oh, so it's a Zen thing, then. You become... All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Alright, well, let's make this one the last mission of the day. And then we'll just call this one.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Let's see what he's got.
Ready to work?
Requires 2 copies of a non-upgraded ability. Okay. All depends on the essence. Okay, cool.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Alright everyone, this will wrap up today's live stream of Midnight Suns. I want to thank you all for tuning in to today's live stream of this game. I know I'm having a blast playing through this. I mean, the story will just probably keep getting better and better. I know there's like a lot of dialogue, a lot of things you might have to hear and listen. But it's I'm pretty sure it's gonna all be worth it in the very end. So again, I want to thank you all for watching this. For if you are enjoying this series, please don't forget to subscribe and also to hit that like button for those of you who enjoyed this kind of content. I will be continuing to do more live streams for the next couple of weeks. So please stay tuned for more videos as they're planning to come out. And I hope you guys all have a great the rest of your day or night or whenever you guys are watching this video. And I hope I'll see you guys again tomorrow for more content like this. And thank you guys so much for watching, you guys. And this is Darren.Entertainment checking out, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for more videos. Stay tuned. See you next time. Peace out.